Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today's video I will be teaching you how to get more eyes on your reply tweets on Twitter, and no, these are not cheap tricks. These are little things I've learned over the past couple of months that have really gotten me more attention on Twitter and grown my followers by not a lot, but noticeably enough, a lot more than I'm used to seeing in the past year or so. These are the two tricks that I've learned that have gotten a lot more attention, gotten me a lot more attention because, well, I kind of stole the ideas from some other more successful people, but they still work, and now I'm going to tell you what they are. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go through the people you're following and look to see who the more famous people are. For example, I really like YouTube personalities like Moist Critical and Casey Neistat and H3H3, PewDiePie, you know, all those names. I like those guys, and like Jax Films, and these are people whose audience are very active. There's some accounts that you'll see with big celebrities who they have shitloads of followers, but when they tweet, they get like hardly any replies, and usually it's just likes. What you're going to want to do is find the people that you're following who have very active followers that like to comment and try and like to stay in contact with this person as much as they can. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hit the notification button. It's the little bell at the top. What this does is now every single time they make a tweet, it will pop up instantly as a notification on your phone. And what I do is, let's say Moist Critical says something, and usually his comments are very, very funny or weird or bizarre. And so it makes it very easy for you to reply with a joke. I have found that replying with humor gets you a lot more interactions. So, for example, today, what Moist Critical said was he tweeted this. His Twitter handle is Published Author, by the way. He tweeted, "Every time I find a new band I really like, I look them up on YouTube and find they only have like 9 subscribers, and that makes me sad as fuck because I think it's great music that deserves more. I know I know most people don't like metal, but goddamn." So I read that and thought of something clever or helpful or funny. Usually I go with funny, but this time I decided to go with a bit of advice. And what I do is as soon as I read it, I read what they tweet, and I try to reply as quick as possible. If you see somebody who left a tweet, and it was like 2 hours ago, and you reply, you're going to get absolutely no eyes on your tweet because Twitter is very ephemeral. People read it and they're done. They don't go and check back up on things hours later to see what people wrote. And when these people tweet, these famous people tweet, or these popular people tweet, a lot of people have their notifications on so they can go through and read other people's, what they have to say or see what it is instantly. And what I do is try and be one of the first people to say something clever or funny, so I'm one of the first people see when they're instantly notified. So I replied to this one, "Why not tweet about the band's name? Tweet about the band name and a link to one of their songs. With your audience, you could really help them." That was 7 hours ago, and it got, well, I'll show you. It got 150 likes. It also got 5,800 impressions, which means almost 6,000 people saw my tweet. I then got a ton of profile clicks, because when people see who you are, they think, oh, that's funny or clever. It makes it that much easier for them to click on your icon and see who the fuck you are and see if they like you, and you might get some followers. I get followers consistently now using this method. Remember though, just because you are one of the first people to reply doesn't mean people are going to care. You really do have to focus on humor or wittiness or being helpful to the person. Sometimes if you're trying to be helpful and give advice to the person who's tweeting, a lot of other people will see what you had to say and they will like it, so your comment stays up close to the top so that the person that made the tweet might have a better chance of reading it. So you have to think about it that way too. Now, the second and final tip I'm going to give you is use video tweets. I follow a troll, a lovable troll named Ricky Berwick. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He's well worth your time. And cringy as fuck. I love you though, Ricky. Never change. When someone makes a tweet and you reply with a video tweet, when people are scrolling through the comments, all they see is a talking head. they don't hear what you're saying. They have to click on you to hear what you're saying. So people are instantly engaged because they're curious. And if you are charming or funny or clever and people like it, it makes it that much easier for the person to like the tweet. These video comments always get a lot more attention for me, I've noticed, because people are curious. What's this guy saying? I can't read what he's saying. And this has gotten me quite a few followers. I think I'm following 171 people, and over the course of the last year, I have grown my followers to 531 people, and I'm pretty impressed with that. I'm pretty happy with that, considering that my video content, I only have like 48 subscribers here on YouTube so far. Love every one of you. Hope to grow the numbers. But yeah, I'm not a popular person, a famous person. I had to grind to get these numbers and keep these numbers. And these two tricks are working for me. You give them a shot. Tell me how they work for you in the comments below. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, where I put most of my jokes, my handle is @RealEvanArcher. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.